Are you ready for story time? Let's take an adventure, let's take a trip. Let's grab a book and zippity zip. Let's take an adventure, let's take a trip during our story time. Yay, you're with super glad that you are. Now, my phone is saying to reconnect, so if I lose you, I'll hop right back on, okay? But I hope it won't cause us any issues this morning. All right, yay! It's another beautiful day, and it's a great day for an adventure by a book, through a book, right? All right, so let's begin with our prayer, all right? Bow your heads, close your eyes, and let's pray the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amen. Amen and amen. Wonderful. All right. Something that we added last time we were together is our Pledge of Allegiance. You stand up for me. And as you know, Miss Lyn is going to have to stay seated just because of the camera and all that. But you stand up and put your right hand over your heart. And let's recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Very, very good. Very good. All right, you can sit down, get all comfy and all of that, and let me explain my hat this morning. You ready for my hat? Woo, look at that. Goodness gracious, it even has look, tassel. It keeps that thing on, and I can take it and I can tighten it up, or I can let it loose, and I'm going to let it loose so it doesn't choke me real good. All right, now a hat like this, I remember when I was little, my granddaddy had, he didn't live on a farm, but his backyard was a huge garden, and he would work that garden. And you know what a garden is? You plant vegetables, and some of you may be doing that now, or you visit farms or know others who have gardens. And so he was growing vegetables, and anytime he worked, idea about making puppets. Remember, and I even showed a few puppets that I had already done, but I didn't tell you the name of the book or anything like that. Well, you're getting ready. Are you ready to take an adventure? I'm so excited for this adventure. This is truly, and I know I say it all the time, but this is truly my all-time favorite book that I read growing up. And they've turned it into a movie, so if you haven't had someone read the book to you, or if you haven't read the book, you might have already seen the movie. But dun da da da, drum roll please. You know how we do a drum roll? Woo! What's the name of the book? Charlotte's Web. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. So excited for Charlotte's Web. All right, Charlotte's Web, it takes place on a farm. All right, so that's why I've got my straw hat on this morning, because I wanted to make sure that I was prepared, you know, protect myself and all that. You got to dress for the adventure. Dress for the adventure. Now, before I do this, I have a request, and I want to go ahead and say this so that, announce this so that you can go ahead and you can have time to do this. I have Sunshine Kids out there that are watching this morning. And if you can, I want you just to type your name in there so that I can give you a shout out. And also, I kind of like to know the kids that are watching. If you're not watching live, if you will just respond, comment on the video that one of your children has watched it or your grandchildren has watched it. We're also on YouTube, and if you could put a comment or just something like that, just so I can know that this is something worthwhile doing. I'm having a ball, whether anybody else is or not, but just want to see how many kids are being able to watch and that kind of thing. And also, if you have a book suggestion, a story suggestion, I know that you have ideas for books that I haven't even thought of. And so I would love to read books that I haven't read before. So if you have ideas, you can post them as a comment on this video or on the YouTube channel that we have, or you can send it to our email address, mrslyn.sunshinestorytime@gmail.com. That's mrslyn.sunshinestorytime@gmail.com. And let me know, because I would be very glad to read a story that you would like, and see if I can find me some more hats to go along with them. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the book, Charlotte's Web. Hey, Lily. Hey, Arrington. I'm so glad you're with me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I told you that this book is long. Can you see? This is a long book, right? Okay, very long. And there aren't a whole lot of pictures, but there are some. So I'll be showing you pictures when they come up. But we can't read this whole book in one day, so it's going to take us a few. All right, so bear with me. It's a really, really good story. We're going to have a good time. And if you did have a chance to make your puppets, when I wave mine, you wave yours, okay? Or just wave yours whenever you feel like it. That's good too. Hey, Michaela. I love it. That's awesome. All right, Michaela, you might already remember this one. I know that you've probably read this one. Charlotte's Web. The author, the person who wrote it, is E.B. White. And the pictures, that's the illustrator, the one who drew the pictures, is Garth Williams. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take our adventure. All right, I'm so excited. All right, now, Before Breakfast, that's the title of this chapter. "Where's Papa going with that axe?" said Fern to her mother as setting the table for breakfast. "Out to the hog house," replied Mrs. Arable. "Some pigs were born last night." "I don't see why he needs an axe," continued Fern, who was only 8. "Well," said her mother, "one of the pigs is a runt. It's very small and weak, and it will never amount to anything, so your father's decided to do away with it." "Do away with it?" shrieked Fern. "You mean kill it? Just because it's smaller than the others?" Mrs. Arable put a pitcher of cream on the table. "Don't yell, Fern," she said. "Your father is right. The pig would probably die anyway." Fern pushed a chair out of the way and ran outdoors. The grass was wet and the earth smelled of springtime. Fern's sneakers were sopping by the time she caught up with her father. "Please don't kill it," she sobbed. "It's unfair." Mr. Arable stopped walking. "Fern," he said gently, "you